Hey everyone, this is Kelsey from the Arcane Library, and today I just wanted to quickly show you guys how to use our newest combat cards that we released. I'm super excited about these. I love using these in combat and during play, so I wanted to share with you guys kind of how I do that. So we're going to go over what cards you can get, which ones we have, and a bit about how to use them. So let's just start off. So when you get combat cards, they're going to come on a sheet of paper that looks a lot like this. And you'll notice that they have cut lines so you can cut them out easily. And they're going to come in a different set of colors depending on what they're for. So right there you just saw monsters. So we have combat cards for monsters. We either have blank ones, we have form fillable ones, or we've actually created a set of every system reference document monster that is already pre-filled in for you. Took me a long time of typing, but that is for if you want to just have your set of monsters and you want to be ready to go. So in order to, actually I'm going to give you guys an overview of each card. So next we had the green cards there, now we have our blue cards. These are your item cards. So you're able to fill in information about what the item does, its rarity, whether you need to attune it or not, all that. And then next we have our layer and legendary action cards. I really like these. So what these are for is if you have a creature that is a super epic creature with either layer, legendary, or both actions, we have all that written out here. We have the initiative order for the legendary or layer action put here. And these are a really great reference and a way to keep the monster stat card separate and not over-cluttered. And then we also have spell cards for creatures that cast a lot of spells. So you'll see here we have spell card for creatures with spell slots. And then here we have a spell card for creatures with daily spells. They were different enough that they warranted two different designs to help you out when you're running creatures with spells. So finally we have player character cards, where you can keep track of your player's stats without constantly having to ask them what their spell save DC is or what their intelligence bonus is, etc. So now I just want to quickly go over how I use these cards in combat. And before we do that, I think it's worth explaining a bit about how the cards are laid out, especially the PC and monster cards, because there's a little bit of information you have to know, couple little hints that'll help you out. So first of all, you'll notice that they have a lot in common. They're both going to have armor class, they're going to have hit points, passive perception up towards the top, all that important stuff you need to know at a glance. And then you're going to see that they have a row of 6 boxes right here. And so these boxes are the bonus or penalty for each stat that they have. And then you'll notice that they have these dots running along the bottom. So these dots denote that the creature is proficient in that saving throw. And you're going to find on each of these cards that there is a spot for proficiency bonus. Why do we do that? Well, I personally, as a DM, I like to know a creature's proficiency bonus in case it's going to do something or like an improvised action that I think it would be proficient in. The other thing is, we had kind of a design choice to make where we could either make separate boxes or use up this really critical space for actions and traits to write in the saves, or we could try to do a sort of visual cue for it. And we went with the visual cue method, and I really like it because at a glance you can quick see what is this creature or player proficient in, and you know that you have to just add its proficiency bonus along with its stat bonus when you're rolling a saving throw. So the final item, the final element of these that's not immediately obvious is that each of the intelligence, wisdom, and charisma stats have a box at the end of it. And when you see something filled in there, it means that that is that creature's spellcasting stat, so it can cast spells. So that's what that means. And now I want to show you guys just quick how I use these in combat. So you have your combat cards for your players and your monsters, so that's all you need. So we're going to have I'm going to move the camera down so you can see the table here. So we're going to have a situation where our players are facing off against the ancient red dragon. Look out. So I asked for initiative, and then I'm just going to lay the cards out from high to low in the order that fits. So let's say the dragon gets a 24. Nice job. So I'm going to put the dragon all the way at the left-hand side here, because that's a pretty high roll. All right, our player Surindra, she gets a 15. So I'm going to put her kind of in the middle here. I'm just going to eyeball it. Grigson gets a 4. Poor Grigson. He's going to go way at the end here, the extreme bottom. And then we have Norbert. Norbert's going to get a 12, so he did all right. And then Yanta's going to get a 14, so I'm going to quick slide her in here between these two. And then I just pick them up from high to low, like this. And now I have initiative order. So it's pretty easy to just flip through cards as you're doing initiative. Oh, and you'll note that the layer action, which I included here for the dragon, since it goes at its own initiative of 20, that's why I put it in at the 20 spot. So now I really like this because I just flip through cards, and I haven't skipped players since I started doing this. I used to skip players all the time when I was using tents or writing things down. I still managed to do it somehow. So this has been the best way for me to not do that, and also not have to have a bunch of books open during combat and keeping track of all of these things, because it's all just right here. You know, if I need to know what Norbert's armor class is, I can just quick take a peek at it. And then I flip through order like this. And there you go. If you want to tell someone who's on deck, all you have to do is quick look and say, hey, you're up next, get ready. Stuff like that. So, well, anyway, if you want to pick up these cards, you can get a free set of cards to test them out just by downloading any one of the Arcane Library's free adventures. You could get The Secrets of Skyhorn Lighthouse, which is available on the DMs Guild, or you can get the first level adventure Temple of the Basilisk Cult by signing up for the Arcane Library's website at thearcanelibrary.com. And with every adventure I publish, I give you a full set of every combat card you would need and items to run the adventure. So it's a good way to check them out. If you like them, we have them for sale too on the website, pre-filled in ones. We have a pack of every single card that I've published if you want to go for the full enchilada. So, all right, you guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoy these cards as much as I love using them, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, bye.